Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Kira, founder of Bliss Holistic Wellness Academy, where we train people how to be well-rounded meditation teachers, corporate stress management consultants, holistic empowerment coaches, and practitioners of meditation therapy. So today I wanted to share with you 5 tools that are a must when hosting meditation classes online. So, the first tool that I recommend is a webcam. So if you want to host live classes, then a webcam is really great for that. I use a Logitech C922X and that works perfectly. Now the only thing I want to say about using a webcam is make sure that your computer has enough bandwidth and streaming rate to be able to keep up with the webcam. I have an old computer, so it doesn't always work for me. So sometimes I do end up shooting on my phone. Now, if you're going to offer pre-recorded classes, then using your cell phone is a really great, inexpensive way to start recording meditation so you can get your content out there. Now, if you are wanting to invest in and have the money to invest in a more like a higher quality solution, then maybe consider a DSLR or like a vlogging camera. Now those tend to range more in the like 500 plus range. Whereas a webcam, like the one that I have, was about 100, 120 bucks. So it's more on the, webcam is on the lower end. Or if you already have your phone, then that clearly is free 99 or you won't have to invest any more money. Now the second tool that's a must is a microphone. So I recommend getting a desktop microphone. I use a Blue Yeti mic, but there are different mics out there that can also do the job. So a desktop microphone like a Blue Yeti mic is really great for, obviously, if you're in front of your camera, or even if you're somewhat close to your streaming device or your camera. A desktop mic works just fine. However, if let's say you're a little further away from your camera, then you may want to consider getting a lavalier mic, which you can put that on your lapel or maybe a headset while you're teaching your meditation class. So that gives you the ability to move further and further away from your camera. Now, getting a good quality mic can range anywhere from, like, for example, a Blue Yeti mic. Their lower range mic costs about like $50 or somewhere in that price range, and on up to like $100, all the way up to $150 and more. Now, there's also the Rode mic. Those come in different sizes. They also have a lavalier lapel mic that I've heard is really, really great. Now, I use a Blue Yeti mic, so Blue Yeti mics work really well for me when I stream my classes. And you can also get a lavalier mic, maybe an off-brand one, for about $50 or less. $50 or less, but I would feel like $50 is around like the average price range, unless you go with a higher quality mic like a Rode. I think it's a Rode mic, which could range from $100 or more. Now the third tool I recommend is getting a streaming platform like Zoom. So you'll definitely need that to stream, to host an online class and stream your services. So, you can get the free 99 version, the basic version, which it does host up to 100 people, but there is a limit to about, I think, 40 minutes. So be mindful of that. So if you have a class that is, less than 100 people and, your class is only about 30 to 35 minutes, then the free 99 plan may work. However, if you tend to offer classes that are in the 50 to 60-minute range, then you might consider the next price range up. Now, it goes without saying, but the third tool that you will absolutely need is a laptop or a computer. So this is obviously so that you can run your classes using Zoom and your webcam. So I don't think I need to go further with that. Now, the last thing that I recommend is getting a ring light or some type of light that allows you to backlight your camera or your phone or your webcam, if you're, whatever you choose to use. It really helps to brighten up the room. You can also use a well-lit room. So I know with the studio that I teach at, we don't use any ring lights. We just use the overhead lights, which are bright enough to lighten up the room and to lighten up the video. So one other thing that I would like to mention when it comes to having or enhancing your meditation class experience, I would highly recommend considering creating a music playlist. So make sure that you don't have any ads or anything that can interfere with the music streaming. So make sure to be mindful of any ads or streaming, right? The next thing that I would say would help to enhance or set the mood would be, if you're into like sound bath, using sound bowls is a great way to create more harmony and balance, in your meditation space. So I find that using sound bowls are really helpful in helping people to relax more, because it creates a calming environment. So the last thing that I would recommend, which is obviously optional, is consider getting like a small, like a sound device. I forgot what they're called, not really sure, but it's a device that people use, I guess, when they go to sleep. But it has all these like cool sounds, like nature sounds. Like for instance, if you want to hear babbling brook, or if you want to hear the night sky, well, that's not even a thing, but if you want to hear like crickets or just nature, that is a great way. And they only cost like, I think I got mine for like 15 or 20 bucks, but it's a relatively inexpensive thing that you can use to really create a great experience for your students. So I hope all of this was helpful. Those are my 5 musts in teaching meditation online, and a few optional things that you can do to enhance the meditative experience. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, definitely subscribe and or like this video. So thank you, and hope to see you again.